What's going on, guys? Supersavage789 here, bringing you guys another video. Today, what if Ash was born in Galar, part 2. If you missed the first part, why not check it out? It's a good video, and I'll inform you what's going to happen in this part. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Ash, Hop, and Marnie would pick up their adventure from where they left off, continuing to move through Wedgehurt. Under orders from Sonia, they are heading to the house of the professor and her grandmother to inform her they have Pokedexes. They show up and knock on the door, only to find no answer. The door slowly creaks open, revealing no one inside. Ash and Hop both rush inside, with Marnie chastising them for storming in. They find a note that reveals Professor Mongolia has headed to Hammerlock to research Dynamaxing in Pokemon. Ash is curious about what that means, but has no time to dwell on it. The gang all meet back up with Sonia and inform her about her grandmother's disappearance, making her chuckle. Ash asks about what Dynamaxing is, but she simply tells him he'll find out soon enough. She does tell the gang that if Ash wants to qualify for the gym challenge, he should take the train to Hammerlock. So the gang all head down there to get on the train. They get their tickets and simply wait to board. Unbeknownst to them, 3 figures would have also snuck on board, wanting to take Marnie: Jessie, James, and Meowth. The group sneak onto the train where they try to figure out how to stop it. After looking through the train, they find the automated controls unoccupied. Believing it's perfect for the taking, Jessie and James begin to laugh to themselves about how they've finally done it. They then begin to daydream about all the rewards they'll get from the boss. It means they have taken their eyes off of their crazed feline companion. Meowth walks over to the control panel and begins to wreak havoc, smashing its head against the machine over and over. Instead of stopping the train though, it has the opposite effect, making the train begin to accelerate violently. Everyone on board begins to panic as they feel the turbulence increase. Being the heroic figure he is, Ash decides he's going to figure out what's happening. Kubfu uses his strength to help Ash move towards the front of the train, allowing him access into the control room. He watches Team Yell climb out the window as they bid farewell to the twerp. Obviously, Ash won't just stand by and let them do whatever they want, so he climbs on top of the train, struggling to even stand. Hearing the noises on the roof, Hop realizes it's Ash and begins to help, with Marnie reluctantly coming with him. Using Wooloo's strength, they begin to move to follow Ash. James sends out Coughing, with Ash countering, using Rookie D due to it being able to fly. It rushes in with Peck, but Coughing's smoke causes it to lose sight. So instead of hitting Coughing, it hits Meowth, knocking it off the train and away from its companions. Now distraught, James orders Coughing to attack with Smog. While Rookie D is hurt, it's able to use Gust to blow away the smoke and Quick Attack to finish it off, with Ash returning the bird to its balls soon after. Kubfu then knocks Team Yell off the train. Kubfu's footing would become unstable as it almost falls off the train. Luckily, Ash runs and catches it by the hand, but is about to fall off himself. Hop and Marnie then rush in trying to help Ash up. Try as they might, the gang all tumble off the train into the wilderness down below. Thanks to Wooloo's will, they're able to avoid getting hurt, but now they're left with a different issue. Where are they? Using his Pokedex, Hop realizes that they're in the wild area. Marnie reveals that it's a place with a bunch of strong, dangerous Pokemon. It's seen as a shortcut from place to place, but it's dangerous for unprepared trainers. Ash would think that's really cool though. The group all begin to walk through the wild area, leading to a montage of the group all avoiding dangerous Pokemon. It leaves them exhausted as they slump over by a tree, barely able to breathe. Morpeko would be in its hangry form, but is too exhausted to rampage quite comedically. Ash mentions how he could do with a nap. Sarcastically, Marnie asks about how Ash is going to get a strong Pokemon if he just sits around doing nothing. After all, it's not like a Pokemon is going to just fall from the sky. As if on cue, a Pokemon falls from the tree above, carrying a bag of berries, landing directly onto Ash's head. It then lands onto Ash's arm, where it looks at him, curious. Using the Pokedex, Ash and the gang learn that this is a Grookey. Seeing how tired and hungry the group is, Grookey decides to feed all its berries to them. Obviously, the group are going to be fast friends. Unknowingly to them, a pair of invisible timid eyes watches on as the gang all enjoy themselves. Elsewhere, Meowth would be walking around looking for Jessie and James after being separated from them. Since it isn't the smartest creature in the universe, it decides to look in a rocky grotto to try and find its friends. Instead, all it finds is a red, dynamic light that envelops its body. Back with the group, they begin to get going and continue their adventure. Ash is just about to ask Grookey to join them when Marnie cuts him off, shocked. It's Jessie and James. They begin to do their motto, but quickly stop themselves, stating how they aren't looking for her at the moment. They're trying to find Meowth. By chance, they haven't happened to see him, right? They then all hear a very deep, booming screech, iconic to the crazy cat. Jesse and James take off moving to get Meowth. The gang decide to tag along. They all end up discovering Meowth, glowing red, at least 10 times bigger than what it previously was, as well as 10 times crazier. While none of them have ever seen this happen, Meowth is Dynamaxed. Jesse and James begin to scream in fear as they shout to the others to help. Please. They won't bother them ever again. That's enough for Marnie to help. Ash and Hop also decide to help, due to their good nature. The only way to help is to beat it in battle. Marnie sends out Morpeko, Hop uses Skull Bunny, Jesse uses Silly Cobra, and James uses Coughing. Ash goes to use Kubfu when the wild Grookey leaps back onto his arm. Clearly it wants to help, so Ash decides to give it that option. The group all begin to fight against the creature, doing their best to stop it. While they're whittling it down, Meowth is quite the dangerous foe. After a few attacks, Silly Cobra and Coughing are both taken down. And after a few more blows, so is Morpeko and Skull Bunny, leaving it all up to Ash. Using Razor Leaf from Grookey, Ash is able to keep Meowth's attention. Then, Ash sends out Rookie D and tells it to take Kubfu into the sky. It obliges, grabbing Kubfu as it flies into the air and tosses it at Meowth. Channeling all its strength, Kubfu uses Rock Smash, hitting Meowth dead on, which defeats it. It also releases all the contained energy, making it begin to explode. Hop sends out Wooloo and the gang all hide behind it for protection. So when Meowth explodes, it goes blasting off again with Team Yell in tow. So in the aftermath, Ash returns to Grookey and asks if it wants to join him. Grookey would immediately accept, and so Ash throws a ball at it, adding the starter Pokemon to his team. They then begin to head to their location without knowing about the wimpy Pokemon following them. The gang continue moving through the wild area while they decide to rest for the night. That night, Ash and Hop will be sitting wide awake while Marnie is asleep with the Pokemon. Ash is nervous, so Hop asks him about it. Ash explains that he doesn't want to mess this up. He wants to win and beat Leon, and become a Pokemon Master. Hop tells him that he knows he will, making Ash smile. Just then, the duo look in the sky, seeing shooting stars, so Hop tells Ash to make a wish. Ash wishes to become a Pokemon Master. Seemingly, Shooting Star begins heading straight for them, landing at Ash's feet. So, Ash decides to pocket it as a sign that he will become a Pokemon Master. The next day, the gang will continue moving through the wild area on their way to Wedgehurst. As they move, Hop would be his typical energetic self, leading to him running ahead without paying attention. This leads to him crashing straight into another person who also wasn't paying attention. He apologizes, helping the girl up. Ash and Marnie then run over and also apologize for their dim-witted friend's behavior. The girl says it's fine, as she introduces herself as Clara. The gang will begin talking with her, learning about how ditzy she is in the process. Naturally, Marnie makes the comparison that she's like a female Hop, making Hop curse his friend out. They ask what she's doing out there, as obviously this is a rather dangerous place to be, believing she might be lost or something. This is far from the case, however, as she reveals that she's on her way to Wedgehurst to sign up for the gym challenge. This excites Ash, finding someone else doing the same thing. It also excites Clara, as this is the first time she's found someone else wanting to compete. So naturally, she challenges Ash to a battle. He of course accepts, telling Kubfu that he's up. In response, Clara sends out a Slowpoke. At the start of the battle, Kubfu will be able to hold his own, and is keeping the offensive onto his opponent. As Kubfu goes in for another Rock Smash though, Slowpoke lands a well-placed acid that poisons the Pokemon. Despite the valiant effort, Kubfu is taken down by the Slowpoke. Clara thanks Ash for the good match, giving him an antidote as she takes her leave. After this, the gang would finally arrive at Hammerlock, heading to the Pokemon Center immediately. Despite leaving the wild area, they haven't fully escaped the Pokemon from within, as a little invisible water type still stalks the team. In the Pokemon Center, Leon shows up and begins violently hugging the gang, scared for their safety after the train crashed. He reveals how everyone was safe thanks to their intervention. After seeing Marnie, he mentions how she looks familiar. She laughs it off though, telling him she gets that a lot. Leon also mentions how Sonia is here with the professor, so after Ash signs up for the gym challenge, he should swing by. Ash then begins to head to sign up for the gym challenge, with Hop and Marnie both going off with Leon. As Ash walks, he begins taking note of all the various trainers also wanting to take the gym challenge, which makes him rather nervous. While he's looking around, he overhears a conversation that he probably shouldn't. Being nosy, Ash takes a look to see two colourfully dressed people in top hats, with the older of the two chastising the younger. Clearly, it's a father and son. After finishing whatever he's saying, the father leaves, however he doesn't walk away. No, he teleports. Ash would walk over, seeing the frustration in the person's eyes, asking if he's okay. Of course the boy is, introducing himself as Avery. He explains how his father is making him sign up for the gym challenge to make him stronger. This is because he's seen as a disgrace to the family. Even after they've given him Pokemon that are really rare to find in Galar, he still can't seem to grow strong. Ash tells him not to worry about that though, as his family shouldn't decide his life. This makes Avery feel a lot better. As Ash realizes he needs to sign up now or else he'll be late, their path is cut off by two figures and their Meowth. Naturally, it's Team Yell. After seeing Marnie with the champion, they decide to see what the twerp was doing, only to realize that the person he's with holds some very valuable Pokemon, so they'll be taking those. They then send out Coffin and Silly Cobra. In response, Ash tells Cubfu to battle, and Avery sends out his Ponyta. Thanks to a team effort, the duo manage to take down Team Yell's Pokemon. Avery then accesses his telekinetic powers, picking the gang up and flinging them blasting off again. Ash mentions how that was incredible, but he says it with nothing. Ash then heads to the stadium to sign up for the gym challenge. He waits in a long line of people until inevitably he gets to the front. Just as he goes to sign up though, he's told to move by a man behind him. Ash says he got here first, but the guy says that's of no concern to him. After all, the chairman himself endorsed him, so it's vital he ensures his place in the rankings. Ash says that means nothing, as the champion endorsed him, making the person a bit taken aback. As he slams his sign-up sheet on the desk, he asks Ash's name, which Ash would give. The person then walks away, saying one final thing before he leaves. "My name is B-Day. You best remember it now, because it'll be the name of your next champion." He then leaves Ash, which is where we're going to leave off this timeline for right now. If you're enjoying the story, why not hit the like button to support the channel and let me know you want to see another part. 500 likes and part 3 will come out right away. And let me know if you think there should be any Pokemon that Ash should catch, as well as any of his companions. We've expanded the roster quite a bit here, as you can tell. And yeah, bye!